If you're building pipelines for everything in your CRM, you're probably creating a system you'll eventually abandon. Let me explain why less is actually more when it comes to CRM pipelines. I'm Christina, and today we're talking about something that trips up so many entrepreneurs when they first start using a CRM. We're talking about pipeline overwhelm, because here's what happens. You learn about CRM pipelines, you get excited about getting organized, and suddenly you're wondering if you need a pipeline for absolutely everything in your business. And the answer is no, you really don't. So let's talk about strategic simplicity and give you permission to keep things manageable. Maybe you're just starting to learn about CRM pipelines, or maybe you've already set up a few and you're wondering what comes next. Either way, the questions start creeping in. Should I create a pipeline for newsletter subscribers? What about discovery calls? Do I need separate pipelines for each of my 3 offers? Should I track speaking opportunities? What about people who download my lead magnet? Should I have a pipeline for affiliate partnerships? What about referrals? It's tempting to start building everything. Pipeline for this, pipeline for that, pipeline for everything. Because if pipelines help you get organized, then more pipelines must help you get more organized, right? Wrong. Here's what happens when you build pipelines for everything. You end up with 12 different pipelines. You're spending more time managing your CRM than actually working with clients. You're moving cards around, trying to remember which pipeline is for what, wondering if this person should be in this pipeline or that one. And eventually, you stop using it altogether because it's more complicated than the chaos you were trying to escape in the first place. Your CRM was supposed to make your life easier. Instead, it's giving you another full-time job managing it. Here's what nobody tells you. More pipelines don't automatically equal more organization. Sometimes they just equal more overwhelm. You don't need a pipeline for everything. You need pipelines for the processes that actually matter to your revenue and client experience. The processes that have clear stages, that happen regularly, that you need to track movement through. The rest, just use tags. Let me say that again because it's important. If something doesn't need stage-based tracking, you don't need a pipeline for it. You just need a tag. Newsletter subscribers? That's a tag, not a pipeline. They're not moving through stages, they're just subscribed. People who downloaded your lead magnet, tag them. You don't need to track them through stages unless they're actively moving toward becoming a client. Someone you met at a networking event, tag them. You don't need a whole pipeline for people I met at events. Here's a principle I want you to remember. Simple systems you actually use beat complex systems you ignore. Every single time. Your CRM should make your life easier, not harder. If you're avoiding your CRM because it feels overwhelming, that's a sign you've overcomplicated it. Most businesses run beautifully with just 3 to 5 pipelines total, not 12, not 15. Just the ones that serve actual business processes happening regularly in your business. So what are those core pipelines? Let me walk you through the most common ones. First, a sales pipeline. This tracks potential clients from initial contact through to becoming a paying client. This is probably your most important pipeline because it directly impacts revenue. Second, a client onboarding pipeline. This tracks new clients through your onboarding process, from signing the contract through getting fully set up and starting work together. This impacts client experience and ensures nothing falls through the cracks. Third, a project delivery or client journey pipeline. This tracks active clients through your service delivery process. Where are they in the transformation you provide? What's the next step in their journey with you? And that's it for most service-based businesses. 3 pipelines: sales, onboarding, delivery. Now, depending on your business model, you might add 1 or 2 more. Maybe a speaking opportunities pipeline if you do a lot of speaking and need to track those from inquiry through to booked event. Maybe a partnership pipeline if you actively cultivate strategic partnerships as part of your business model. But notice what's not on that list. You don't need a pipeline for every single way someone can interact with your business. You need pipelines for the core processes that drive revenue and client experience. So how do you decide? Here's a simple framework. Create a pipeline when there are clear stages someone moves through, when you need to track progress through those stages, and when multiple people are going through this process regularly. That's a pipeline. Use a tag when you just need to categorize or identify someone, when there's no stage-based progression, or when this is a one-time or rare occurrence. That's a tag. For example, someone filling out a contact form and moving through your sales process? That's a pipeline. Someone who downloaded your freebie? That's a tag. Someone going through your client onboarding steps? That's a pipeline. Someone who subscribed to your newsletter? That's a tag. Here's permission you might need to hear. It's okay to start simple. It's okay to have fewer pipelines than that guru you follow who's showing you their incredibly complex CRM setup. They probably have a team managing that. You're one person or a small team. Your needs are different. It's okay to use tags instead of building complex pipeline infrastructure. Tags are powerful. Use them. It's okay to start with just 2 or 3 pipelines and add more later, only if you actually need them. You don't have to build everything on day one. Strategic simplicity is more professional than complicated chaos. A simple system you actually maintain is infinitely more valuable than a complex system you ignore. I wrote a complete guide breaking down which CRM pipelines your business actually needs, and it's way fewer than you think. I walk through the strategic framework for deciding when to create a new pipeline versus when to just use a tag. Plus, I give you a library of the most common pipelines with exactly what stages to include. You can find that complete guide in the description below. And if you want a CRM that's designed to work with how your brain operates, not against it, check out FableForge Suite at FableForgeSuite.com. It's built for coaches and consultants who want powerful systems without IT-level complexity. You can start today for just $127 a month. Drop a comment. Have you ever built systems that were so complex you stopped using them? What did you learn? I read every comment and I'd love to hear what resonates with you.